Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Well, you can't win them all. We finally got some rain this morning and it is currently 1 o'clock in the afternoon and it's only 75 degrees out here, which is amazing after the past week we've had temperatures over 100. We're also supposed to get more storms overnight tonight, so I have a feeling it's going to be very pleasant in the van tonight. My brother was wanting to take the boat out today. With the rain that we got, I'm not 100% sure if we're going to be doing that. I haven't talked to him yet today, but if we do, I'm going to be taking the camera on the boat and then coming back and working on the van. If not, then I'll just get started on the van and get to work on my ceiling and the overhead cabinet that's going to be going over my bed. Since it rained this morning, I had to move some of this stuff in my van. So I got a few of my ceiling panels up here that I need to obviously clean off. And they're going to be going up in this area. And then I can get started on the overhead cabinets. The side of this cabinet, I have a specific project plan for that. However, I need my nieces and nephew over here so that I can complete that. And I'm sure they'll be over here at some point this weekend. Well, it's the next day and ask me how much I got done yesterday. Absolutely nothing. However, I'm not going to complain. We got a lot of rain that we desperately needed and it feels amazing out here right now. It's probably in the lower 70s and there's a breeze. I'll take this over 100 plus degrees any day. But that means that I'm gonna have to really focus on getting things done today. So let's get started. I don't know if you can tell on the camera or not, but see those dark clouds? I just checked the weather and it looks like it's about to rain again. I'm really hoping that I don't have to postpone this week's video. I'm trying my hardest to get this done. Well, it is raining again, but it doesn't look like it's going to last very long, so that's good. I just got to wait for this to pass and then I can get started again. Alright, so my nieces and nephew are here now, so they're able to help me with that project I mentioned earlier. I was going to have them do this to the side of my overhead cabinet. However, I've changed my mind. I think I'm going to have them do it on the inside of the door that's underneath my sink. So that way, if in the future, if I ever sell this van or anything, it'll be easy to change out and I'll be able to keep it. I told them that they could paint their handprints somewhere in my van, so that's what we're going to be doing. Me and Ariana just went to Walmart and got paint. We got red for Ariana, pink for Maddie, and blue for Cameron because those are their favorite colors. So hopefully we don't make too much of a mess. Alright, so we got all 3 of them now. I'll have to fix Ariana's. Hers started dripping. Before we get back to the cabinets, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you like this video and have time, hit the like button and leave me a comment. And as always, thanks so much for watching. Well, you can't win them all. So, as you can see, I have the cabinets up. I don't have doors on them yet. I'm going to hold off on that right now because I have some adjusting to do on these cabinets. As I was building them, I liked them. I liked the way they looked. I liked the size of them. And then I put it in my van, and I need to adjust them a little bit. First off, the main thing that I'm going to do is cut them down by about 3 inches. I thought that having them this size would be okay, and it probably wouldn't be horrible, but I've got plenty of room in here, so I think I'm just going to cut them down about 3 inches. I've got these baskets in here. Obviously, I'm going to have to get new ones because these are falling apart, but I'm going to have 2 baskets in here. This is basically going to be my closed closet. I'll have a couple of baskets over here that I can put like socks and underwear in, and then I can put my shirts and jeans and stuff over on the other side. But there's plenty of space in here. I'm more than likely not going to need this much space, so cutting it down by 3 inches will give me more foot room down here. And I've got my outlet up underneath here, and the cabinet is right on that outlet, so I just need to adjust that. And let me get you a little bit closer and I'll show you the other thing that I'm going to be changing on it. Alright, so I hope you can see it in the camera. I have this board right here, and then the bottom of the cabinet, I came out all the way to the end. And then I just screwed it to the outside perimeter all the way around on the cabinet. What I'm going to do to make it look a little bit nicer, this is going to be, when I get the doors built, that's going to be covered up. However, when I open the doors, I want it to look as nice as possible. So I think what I'm going to do is cut this bottom plywood down to where I can set it up underneath, and the perimeter of the cabinet will hide the edge of it so that this isn't sticking down. It'll be back behind here. I hope that makes sense. I think that'll look a lot nicer than having the plywood all the way to the edge. So I'm going to change that up as well. So these cabinets didn't work out quite like I was hoping. Throughout this build, I've learned what's going to work and what's not. And that's been part of the fun with this entire experience. Yes, it's kind of a pain that I have to pull the cabinet back down and make the adjustments to it. However, I think it's really going to make a difference and really make them look a whole lot better. And I'm going to be spending a lot of time in this van, so I don't want anything that's going to bother me since I have to look at it all the time. And I think I've mentioned it before in the past. I also want to show the things that go wrong and don't necessarily work out, because that's life. Sometimes you can't get around it and you just got to move on. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So this video is probably going to be a little bit shorter than normal, and I'm not going to be doing another cabinet video next week. I think I'm going to give the cabinets a break, think a little bit on it, and then come back to it later. I really don't want to do 3 weeks in a row of working on cabinets. So, I don't know, next weekend I don't have really anything planned. I'm I may go on a small trip, I don't know, or I may find another project to work on in the van. I do need to get the build done, so it'll probably be another project in the van. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and I will see you next Tuesday. Hopefully with a successful video. Hey, these cabinets may not have worked out, but if you haven't watched from the beginning of my build and want to check it out, click here. And click here to subscribe so you can see all the good, the bad, and the ugly parts of van life.